Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to DabblePoint, our weekly roundtable discussion regarding one Stuttering John Melendez. Joining me, as always, on PDP, you know him, you love him, WATP, and our partner in crime at Dabblecon 2, the one and only Karl, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Carly.
What is happening, boys? Good to see you all. We had a big week for Stuttering John. I feel like all of the Dabbleverse is a buzz.
Yes, not only about Stuttering John, but about the Morse verse. And here's the leader of the Morse verse, the one and only Mr. Mike Morse.
It's catching fire. What can I
tell you? It's catching fire. If only you would catch fire. And
the Morse what? No?
I think you can read.
He hasn't heard about it yet? Okay. And of course, long overdue, his return to DabblePoint, the man, the myth, the legend. That's what I'm talking about, Bob. Joey C., ladies and gentlemen.
Look behind me. Wait a minute. Breaking news. Thank you guys for having me.
Soundboard. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
Listen,
now, it must be very hot in Florida because you're not even wearing a tracksuit today.
No. It's a lovely shirt.
Before this, and it was pretty steaming out there, man. It's stuttering chicken, everybody. That's the stuttering chicken.
You got that professionally printed?
No, I just cut it out. I made a paper mache and cut it out.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a boardwalk over there where they airbrush shit or anything?
I didn't have time to print it, I went with the least expensive way,
It's a kiosk in the mall or something.
Yeah. Mike's people are here, also known as the Morsels. They are in the chat. Welcome, Morsels.
They're not just fans, they're family.
Ladies and gentlemen, right off the bat,
we interrupt our regularly scheduled program.
Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news.
We have some amazing breaking news regarding our John Melendez. Okay, so the other day, you remember he showed everybody his earnings as a teacher, a substitute teacher, right?
His 2021 earnings added up to $85,000 and included benefits and other pay. And he showed that, and then he did one of these. I don't know if you guys have seen this move. Can't beat this.
And
I went, and here I thought he was making like $8,000, $9,000 a year. Obviously, I'm the idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and people found out right away, the dabblers right away, they recognized that John was full of shit, and they found out that what he showed was not the John E. Melendez we know, an actual different teacher that taught in San Diego. So go ahead, Carl.
The best part is this John E. Melendez is a Spanish teacher.
Yeah.
John can't even speak Spanish.
That was the best part until today. Today, we now have the best part of this story, which is over here. You see, this is a tweet from John that is screenshot. And the reply is from Gomper's Prep Academy, which happens to be in San Diego. And it says the following: could you please stop posting our teachers' salaries on your deranged podcast? You never taught here, nitwits.
That's got to be Photoshop. That can't be real.
I mean, I listen. I don't know. I mean, God bless them if it is. But I mean, this is fucking phenomenal. And they should reply if this is them. They should this way.
They should.
They're not in the wrong here. They're not out of line.
Oh.
Let me check their replies 2 seconds.
I know. I'm looking at that up too. I'm like, if someone out there is doing that, I like this Prep Academy. I'm sending my kids there.
I would send them in a heartbeat. And if whoever faked this, I also like what you're doing. So
either way,
win-win. I don't care if it's real or fake. I'm in May. I don't see anything. Well, listen. I love that bit. I love that move.
Well, you know it's going to scare John. You know John's going to see that and be like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, they're not wrong. He's never taught there. That's not him. He didn't make that because then his real earnings were shown, which was the 2020. Wait, 2022 was where he earned the most. 2021, he made either way, he never got close to 60.
It was like 8,700 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was brutal. It was brutal.
But
And I,
imagine that you're trying to shut up the trolls by showing them you made $85,000 one year.
Wow. Amazing.
not only that, knowing that it's not you
Yeah.
that you're posting on your show, knowing that it's a different person, it's phenomenal. But here's also some additional breaking news. John Melendez, man of his word. Now, I say man of his word because I'm not sure it was his plan to leave a message with Kevin Brennan's doorman this whole time, because he has made contact with Kevin Brennan's building.
Wow.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, my friends, this is the Duke.
Ugh,
I spent the visit
deadbeat.
to Kevin's apartment. Turns out the doorman was a big fan of mine, took a picture with me. Of course.
Can you pause it real quick?
Of course.
So I
course.
guarantee John introduces himself. If he talked to anyone, who knows? But when he introduces himself, hey, I'm Stuttering John Melendez from the Howard Stern Show. And the doorman goes, oh, Howard Stern Show. Yeah, of course. It's like Adam Carolla used to always say, get recognized. People just be like, hey, man show. He's like, yeah, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, it's like in Spinal Tap, where they play that Air Force bunker or whatever. And the guy's like, we're big fans of yours. I mean, not you guys specifically, but just the whole genre of rock and roll.
Yeah, my favorite line ever. They goes, saw 2 Jacks and a Jill in Kansas City. Phenomenal.
But
yeah,
you know that's what's happening, though, because John always has to say of the Howard Stern Show. And of course, people are like, yes, I'm familiar.
Well,
I agree
also-
with that one. Definitely
yes,
agree
and
with
I can also see him doing the dice move where it's like, did you want a picture with me before I get out of here? You
Yeah.
know? I can
I'm
see him
actually
doing
not
that.
doing pictures today, but I'll make an exception.
All right, so the doorman was a big fan. Let's go.
And took a picture with me.
I wonder how much he charged.
He's going to kill Kevin when he gets back. And his doorman goes, hey, was here? Stuttering John was here to see you. Oh, Kev, too good. Well, Kevin, I gave you the warning. It's there. I told your doorman his name begins with a W. And let me tell you, I told him don't cross the Duke. Give that message to Mr. Brennan. Kev, when you least expect it, expect it.
Expect nothing. That should be the end of that. When you least expect it, expect nothing.
Now, I
You
am
know
no.
he committed a felony there, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say I am no lawyer, but that sounds like
He committed a felony. He
yeah.
could be arrested for what he did right there.
I mean, if anybody knows felonies, it's my friend Joey C.
right.
over
I'm
here.
telling you,
I defer.
without a doubt.
I defer. But again, okay, a couple things here. Number one, it shows how full of shit this guy is 24/7, right? Because like a week ago, maybe a few shows back, he mentioned that he would visit Kevin in multiple places, meaning
Follow
he
him.
knows.
Follow him. Find him.
But also he knew Kevin. There's a possibility Kevin is staying somewhere else, and he knows where that somewhere else is. So
But also, John said specifically, I'm not going to go to your building. I'm going to
Yeah.
find you when you're out riding your bike somewhere.
Right.
He
Right.
specifically said, I'm not coming to your building. And then what's his big brag? I talked to a guy who works in your building?
right, I told you I was coming to say hello and take a picture with your doorman.
What does he think that means? It just means you have a lot of time on your hands. Get some friends.
Man, that doorman's not going to cross me.
I had 10 years for that, for premeditated. He thought it all out, planned it.
Yeah,
And announced it on YouTube for weeks.
Exactly.
I got bad news for you, Johnny. I'm the doorman in my building, so watch your shit, pal. That's all I'll say. Yeah, he's just, this is all an act, right? You call me a deadbeat one more time, and what? You'll come to his apartment when he's not there again? Wait, what's your threat? You're like, it's all a show. This guy doesn't do a fucking thing. He just wants somebody. I bet you he was praying Kevin was there because he just wants somebody to hit him so he can sue him. This
Right.
guy has no future.
Well, and again, I will defer to Joey after I say this, is that if Kevin was smart and wanted to do a great bit, he should send that or bring that video to the police department and say, this guy is threatening me, and he's threatening my
restraining
doorman. And I guarantee John will get a visit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
restraining order for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Kevin's cup of tea. You know,
No, he's not
he's a
vindictive.
pretty hardcore dude. He's not going to get the cops involved. I mean, come on.
I got to say that Kevin Brennan, being the jerk off that he is, I think if he did confrontate John, I think he would beat the shit out of John. I really believe that.
Everyone would beat the shit out of John.
Yeah,
He's a
of course.
pussy.
I mean,
Yeah.
So now this thing with calling him a deadbeat.
Correct.
This really does get to John, and John's so stupid. He constantly shows his hand. He shows you what bothers him. This one thing in the chat that I want to talk about later, it bothers him. He's freaking out about that. But when you call him a deadbeat, that really definitely irks him. I have on authority, this is crazy. There is a person who's a fan of the Dabbleverse to some degree, watches some of these shows, who happens to be pretty close friends with the Melendez family and was at the nephew's wedding.
Okay.
And it was reported to me that there's another member of this family who John is not getting along with, who called John a deadbeat at the wedding, and he almost got into a fight at the wedding with this guy. And apparently these two guys have it out all the holidays. Whenever they get together, they're always in screaming matches. And it came to a head when he called John a deadbeat. So, guys, don't call John a deadbeat. He hates it. All right. Stop calling John a deadbeat, because it really does hit close to home. He doesn't talk to his kids. He didn't pay child support for 8 months. And so it really bothers him. Stop it.
And don't call him a loser, because he's not one, guys.
No,
okay.
He's winning.
That bothers him as well.
Cool. He's cool.
He's cool. That was the best the other day. He mentioned all of us. He goes,
he don't lie. Did you know that? He don't lie.
He doesn't lie, but he mentioned all of us. And then he goes, do these guys really look in the mirror and think they're cool? And I'm like, nobody in this Dabbleverse thinks they're cool except you, which makes you the least cool out of all of us.
When did I stop worrying about whether I looked cool or not? I'm guessing it was June of the year I graduated high school, would be my guess.
I don't remember what age I was, but I remember a car with two chicks going, sir. And I was like, all right.
It's not happening.
I go, that's a wrap. Shut it down. Hey, thank you. 1100 coming up on 12 here. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Hit notification and get behind the paywall. Why not? $5 or $10 or turn on accept gifted memberships. The link is at the bottom. And I don't know if we sold out, but we added 10 VIP tickets today over for Dabblecon 2, August 16th, 17th. CarlsonComedy.com is where you can go. BSShowLive.com, WATP, right? They can go
WATPLive.com.
Yep. All those places. I know that 3 got sold immediately when we announced it, so I don't know if there's any more VIP left, but definitely get your tickets. We got the roast of the Dabbleverse Friday night, karaoke after the roast. We have podcasts during the day and afternoon Saturday, followed by the Dabbies, the second annual Dabby Saturday night. Then a dance party, DJ's Dabble's dance party going on. And then Sunday, are you guys doing some stuff for sure? Because people have been asking.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do a brunch at Radio Social next door. And there might be other festivities going on. So plan on hanging out through the weekend. Should be a good time. And you're burying the lead show. I don't know who told you how to promote this event. Did you mention Stuttering John's couch cushions are going to be there?
You know what? The biggest
the star of the show.
The biggest guest of the weekend. We have the couch cushions.
You can get your photo taken with the couch cushions for $35.
Yep. You just got to sign. You just got to sign a release that we're not responsible for anything that happens to you afterwards. But you're more than welcome.
Yes.
Take picture with it.
All bed bugs are property of Dabblecon too.
That's right.
Also, did I mention Tookie will be there? Cardiff, OJ. How about Melton's coming down? How about Anthony motherfucking Cumia? Yes, Missy B. They will be there as well. So get your tickets. Come join us. Let's get into some of these super chats. And Shuli, what's your email? I got proof about the guy John says is his teaching earnings as a teacher. Conference break. Yeah, I know. People sent me the info on the guy. Need an emergency. Who are these socials covering reaction to the debate?
Oh.
Yeah, nobody's talking about that, Karl. You guys should get out there and do that. Zen's looking good. That's right. Thank you.
Did you hear John before the debate? He goes, I'm really looking forward to today. We got a Yankee game and then we got the debate and I'm going to be drinking and drinking. I cannot wait. He's all excited about drinking and watching TV. It's his favorite thing in the world. I can't imagine what it was like watching him watch this debate.
Oof. And then the Yankees got crushed too.
Oh no, what a
Oh.
bad night.
Yeah. It was like,
Imagine no sports existed. John would still be this raging alcoholic for like the Westminster dog show coming on, you know?
Right.
Like the fucking hounds. The hounds are coming up next. You want me to get ice? You know, screaming.
Here comes hunting dogs. Skill!
Slicks dropping a dime on us. Thank you, my dear.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
If we went to trial, I'd go doctor. No, I'm sorry.
Letty Let gifting one. Thank you very much. Joey C is the man and Morse verse for life. Jeffrey from Georgia. Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks for playing my Stut Joe PD video this morning on BS. I have 2 more coming out tonight and daily. Joey C, my buddy, great to see you on TSN again. You know him, Joey, or are you
Joey?
frozen?
Joey, you want to
Joey.
acknowledge the nice super chatter? Oh no.
Joey, are there monsters around you and you can't make a sound? Is that what's going on?
Did someone
Got
not pay
it.
their internet bill?
Got it. A Quiet Place 3 with the least quiet person on earth.
You gotta be quiet, I tell you.
Surprised you guys showed up after 2 days. Mike Morse verse. Sorry. Wow. Surprised you guys showed up after 2 days. Never mind. Yeah, no problem, DJ. All good, bud. Hello, boys. Another day, another shitbird. L. Yes. So there was more than one Melendez in California. What are the odds?
Who'd have fuck it?
Mike Morse rules the Morse verse all the way. Thank you,
There it
Gartner.
is.
He got his hair colored before trying to confront KB, but not before his hot date speaks volumes. Yes,
Yeah.
Stacey Allen. Good pickup. Great lineup. Love all 4 of you guys. Miss you, Joey. We miss him too. He's gone. I don't know what happened.
Do you think there's a part of John that hopes Kevin's going to invite him up to the
Yes.
apartment?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Kevin in particular. Nobody else, I don't think. Kevin is his new Howard. He wants that so bad. He wants to be, he'll be his flunky, he'll be his punching bag. He just wants to be next to Kevin.
Well, he said as much. He said if Karl apologizes, it'll be okay.
If Kevin does, yeah, right.
Or, yeah, I'm sorry.
Kevin. I was like, it's never going to be okay.
In some weird universe where John's still alive 20 years from now, he'll be talking about Kevin Brennan calling him a deadbeat 20 years ago. Just like he talks about Howard telling him to abort his kid.
Yeah, and look how long it took him to finally turn on Kevin the first time. And Kevin was saying shit just like we all say about John. He just wouldn't do it. So first the ass queen, now the criminal himself, Joey C. Wow, guys, congratulations on killing this show off. Where's Phil Eatmore now, Lady K? Hi, Lady K.
Hi, Rochi.
Hi, Rochi.
You got to admit, we got Kate Media at the right time.
Yeah, and thank you for the 14 months, Rochi. Joey C is the Joe Biden of
Oh,
podcasting.
ooh, that's rough.
Look behind me.
Wow.
That's not true. At least Joey knew when to get out of here.
They had similar debating styles, right? Just now.
John's Dr. Zoidberg body. I don't always travel across the country committing felonies, but when I do, I ensure I record everything and upload it on the social media. That is, and I had that in my notes about John's anger or, staged anger will be his downfall in all of this. And somebody brought up an interesting theory on Dabblers. Do you think John's doing the move where a guy doesn't have the balls to break up with a chick? He doesn't want to quit YouTube and look like a quitter.
Oh.
So is he ramping up all these threats and harassment things so YouTube will get him shut down?
That's an interesting theory. That's actually a good one because
Yeah.
I see on Dabbleverse Anonymous people are reporting him. Don't report him, but people are reporting him. And he is definitely breaking their terms of service all over the place with all of these threats of violence nonstop. And that's a really good point because if his YouTube channel goes away, that's his income. That's it.
Now, but also if it goes away that way, then he's still the badass. He's a martyr. He's the victim again.
Is he that smart?
No. I can't believe I even thought about it.
Well, no, I know for a second I'm processing this. I'm like, wow, that really could be his end game. And then I'm thinking, he is so excited about the amount of money he's making right now on YouTube. He can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. He really feels like, holy shit, I finally made something of myself after, trying to drive for Uber and work for Stephanie Miller and all these different fails he's had since leaving the Tonight Show. He's finally making a little bit of money, and I think he's loving it. So he must be so stupid he doesn't realize he could get his channel taken away tomorrow easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
You could literally just play any show, and he's violated the terms of service in like the last month.
I got to tell you, I know John doesn't like the people over there, but I think Rumble encourage this type of behavior. He'd be great on Rumble.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, Joey's back. Joey.
I had a power surge, and then power went out and everything down. So weird.
Fucking Florida. It's the worst, right?
Oh my God.
Pat Chan, any idea when Stuttering John actually moves to Florida? My guess is 225. Look out, Joey C. You are now on the list for him waiting till you are not home and posting a video from John. That was
225. That's a very specific date. Does that mean February 25th?
Now, that is a big thing that he was screaming about the other day, or people are saying that he's got his house up. He's going to put his house up for sale, or it's up for sale.
I have a funny story about that, but go ahead.
Well, so he started screaming. He doxed himself, showed his address again on Zillow to show that it shows it's not listed for sale. Like nobody's ever sold a house by not listing it right away, right?
Well, the reason why he doxed himself is because my buddy Blind Mike Geary, was in there super chatting him. John, I'll bet you $100 you're selling your house. And John's like, oh yeah. And then he goes, I'll bet you $1,000 you're selling your house. And so I had a show with Mike right after that happened. I go, was that really you? He goes, yeah, of course it was. I go, why were you betting money? He goes, because it was driving him crazy. I don't fucking know if he's selling his house now. How would I? I don't know why he reacts to shit like that.
Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to Cape Coral. I'll see if there's any signs out in front of the house.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll let you guys know.
There is something interesting here, I think. So $100, think about this. For $100, we can have John be our own lie detector test, right? Mm-hmm. You super chat John and you go, I'll give you $100 if you take your laptop, walk out to the garage and sit on your bike,
Yes, right.
And if he turns down $100, then you know he's full of shit.
Right. He'll be like, you're not going to pay. No,
he was changing shirts. He was like Cher the other day. He had 2-3 outfit changes for $20.
Yes.
$20.
That's another thing where I was watching that yesterday and I went, okay, so now he's embracing this lol cow thing that he's doing, because this is Perry Caravello level. I mean, this is what like King Cobra JFS does, where it's like, I'll give you money if you humiliate yourself. Like, fine, all right, I don't care. I don't have any pride. So John is now doing this thing. And then I think, oh, well, fuck, this is all an act. Because if John's now going to this level, then he's leaning into all of this and he really has embraced his role here. But then I think back to the time when John thought I was his friend and I was sitting right here and I get a phone call from him. I'm here doing a show with Vinny and I pick up the phone. He's like, Karl, you can't believe what Chad Zumach's doing right now. I'm like, what, John, what's going on? Everything all right? He's like, no, he's threatening to come to Cape Coral and to vandalize my house. I'm calling the police. I got to get the FBI involved. This is a private phone call between me and him. He wasn't broadcasting this. I'm like, oh, this guy really is this guy. Yeah. He really is.
Yeah.
I had the same phone call that same day from him, and he did go to the Tampa police. So
I know.
I love it.
Yes.
He said he had the Cape Coral police driving by his house every 30 minutes because
he
they
was
were
very
worried about
upset.
Chad Zumach coming.
So we all agree he's stupid. We just try to decide what kind of stupid he is.
What level? What percentage stupid is he? And what percentage, because
Homer Simpson's stupid.
Homer Simpson's stupid,
That's
right?
a good one, yeah. And it's very funny. The guy that Bob and I know, who is also a malignant narcissist, does the same thing. He will just call when something happens. He will call everybody he knows and just whine about it and then of course put his own spin on it. But there's a pattern.
Well, yeah, he's got to control the narrative of that, So of course he can't wait to tell it his way. It's not about telling the story. It's about telling it his way.
Why is he humiliating himself, putting on the Gilligan's hat for $10 and stuff? Like, is he that hard up for money?
Yes.
Well,
or does he think he's entertaining?
Or is he intelligent enough to know this is all I got? This is he's looking. Okay, he's got 20
That's what it
super
seems
chats.
like. Yeah.
He's got 20 super chats waiting for him, but they're all $2 each. And they're brutal shit. So he's doing the math in his head and he's like, all right, I'll play drums on my belly for $30. You know, like it's like, let's make a deal all of a sudden, that show, you know?
It was continuing today because he's out there doing his political show. And someone goes, $10, put some sunglasses on. He's like, they're not right here with me right now. He would have put his sunglasses on. But the other thing that was great about him changing shirts, he had to wear a blue shirt and then a green shirt, is that it revealed, it revealed something that's hilarious with John. John has his green screen filter on in StreamYard. You go in and you select you want to have a different background than what's actually there. And you select whether or not you have a green screen, and then the program knows to take that out. He's had that on the entire time without a green screen. So he put on a green shirt. He's like, what the fuck? You can see the outline of like the cityscape. He's so stupid.
And the shirt's yellow. It's like, and he goes, and he's just sitting there going, no, it's green. And everybody's like, no, it's not. Like an idiot. Stuttering John, the one and only. Thanks, y'all. Fun times. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the year, man. Appreciate it.
Nice.
I tell you one thing he said daily when he would call me when I was talking with him.
Yeah.
He would say, Joey, as long as these fucking idiots are paying me, I'm around. The minute they stop paying me, I'm gone. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he, excuse my language, that's what he said. That's exactly how he would say it, you know. So
Hey,
watch your language, sir.
Quick question. Side note: is half your mustache gone?
no, I just did I miss it? I don't know. No, it's not. Yeah, I just
You're
gray hairs on the side, I think. Gray hairs on the side.
You're a pessimist, Shuli. Half of his mustache is there.
Yeah. I think this part's a little gray over here, so yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Power surge? Is that what happened?
Oh,
All
sure,
right.
yeah. It was definitely.
Bob's fake pool. My cousin Sumi represents Johnny Melendez. AO 1012. Thank you. His mom either cannot do laundry or John's just walking around in clothes with permanent wrinkles. I can't imagine the embedded smells.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, throw that video. You don't have to play the video, but just the picture of it, if you have that handy.
Of which one?
Of what we just watched.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll grab it again. The him at Kevin Brennan's.
Yeah,
that one. I have the screenshot. That'll help.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't it look like he's in a pile of laundry?
Nothing fits him.
He's
properly.
never had a collar that just is a collar. It's crazy.
Every collar's got a terrible story that's around this fucking head. I can throw a beer can over the trash can. 16,628 in 2022, 8,742 in 21, making the big bucks. There you go.
Holy shit! Did I say 8,700? Wow, you can't beat this, John.
Chaka Khan, I can't wait for Marianne Halford shows John what a real cease and desist looks like. He'll be zipping his lip about Kate immediately.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, he's poking the wrong bear. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
How stupid is the douche, not a typo, to leave photographic evidence as well as posting a video admitting he was there after threatening KB? Someone needs to call the police. He is unhinged.
No, don't call the police. This is the thing, and this is the only thing I can think of where YouTube is letting all this go. He's so cartoonish and so childish that they're like, well, no one believes this. You know, this is satire. This is parody. No one believes any of this is real, right?
Yeah. Right. They think it's a character. It's like a guy doing, you know, like what is it?
He's the next Mr. Beast. I mean, you're like, okay, let him do his thing.
Well, you know when he says he's never broke the law, he's an honest guy. The problem is he just never got caught in his entire life of breaking the law.
Right.
That's the problem.
Joey, see, I said this on my show the other day. I break the law 80 times a day. I think most people do. There's a lot of fucking laws out there.
Yeah. Not me. Karl. Joey, the tape sign on the shirt gag really landed. Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm going to bring my gun shit away. Let's watch it.
Anyone notice the name of the website that Stut Joe used to show his salary? No, I did not, Nan Cram.
Is it transparency?
Oh, no.
California transparency?
Sheed Shitterson, this genius. On this revenge trip, John has went to 3 homes and confronted a total of 0 people.
Wait, what was the third one? I only know Melton and KB.
Did he go by Tookie, or did he claim to go by Tookie?
Oh, did he drive all the way out of his way to go to Colorado? I don't even know.
I don't think he did.
you understand he'll get to me before he gets to his lawyers. So he's going to have to pass me and drive an extra 3 hours and then come back 3 hours because he's meeting with his lawyers and then going to the police department in Alabama before coming.
And you know what? It wouldn't be that expensive in Trump's America when the gas prices were
USA. Joey C., I loved you on the Smiling Friends episode. I am tight.
It's Mike Morse.
I'm John. Hey, deadbeat John. With the Gary picture.
That's
I love
funny.
that. Sibio, gifting 5. John docks Tookie's mom today. How does he
Really?
never get struck? Yeah,
Amazing.
apparently he doesn't have a picture of a rooster on a log. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's like there's two options here. He's going to get struck one day or somebody's going to get hurt one day.
Mhm.
Like that's the reality of this. You know, he shows up to the wrong person's fucking house on the wrong day
Right. During a barbecue.
during the Glock party. It's not smart. If Joey
Yes.
works the t-shirt concessions at Dabblecon 2, I'm in. F the deadbeat dabbler.
I'll be there.
Marco V, the legend.
Marco V, 193.
Dixon Cider gifting 5. Thank you, Dixon.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Well, you have the hazmat suits available for Stuttering John cushioned photo op. That
That's
might
a
not
fun
be a bad
It's
idea.
a funny idea.
We might have to put those COVID barriers between them.
It'll look like we're trying to get ET out of the house.
Well, just in case the cushions, like Lee Harvey Oswald's seat in that theater, like nobody's allowed to go in it.
The yellow tape the police use.
I don't pay. I don't like to pay. My bank won't allow it. Thank you, deadbeat John. Mr. White, proud morsel checking in. They're all over.
Mr. White.
Heroin addicts keep a schedule better than Joey. John is not moving to Florida, is he? That is the story that's going around. That, look, either way, he's going to be living with his mom. Like he can sugarcoat it, whether it's in New York or in Florida.
What
Yes.
is he waiting for to go to his house in Florida? Is
You want to know my theory?
Hitman
Carl?
Dan
Yeah.
still
Home,
there,
get money
like
from
fixing
mama.
shit? Wait,
He
what's
wants-
that, Joey?
I think he's here at home to get a lot of money out of his mother. I think that's why he's spending time with her.
Right. The more he spends, the more she wants him out of there. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well-
here, take as much as you want.
And also, let's throw this out there. His mom's probably been paying the mortgage on that place. So if he stays at her place, he doesn't have to take over the mortgage because he's living there.
Right.
And he also doesn't have to pay anything to live there.
True.
So he's getting her to pay for the Florida house and the New York house while he stays for free.
Also, that Florida house is a fucking dump. I know it's a brand new build, but it just has nothing to do.
Hey, listen, I know a good friend of mine who lives out there. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it's a shithole.
No,
That
but
place
that guy's cool. He's got a pool. He's next to the water. It's very different.
Really? You look at
Florida
yourself?
shit.
Yeah, you look at yourself and think you're cool. Private Creamy, I just want to lay my head against KB. We'd sit in my Cape Coral house and look at the sunset. He'll look at me and say, "Misery loves company," and kiss my little stuttering head.
Oh,
Beautiful. Thank you, Private Creamy. Skill rules today. John is similar to nuisance streamers that get rewarded in views and money for creating higher and higher levels of trouble and cruelty until it inevitably implodes on them. It never lasts.
Yeah.
You ever seen those streamers that walk in with the Bluetooth speakers to a public place?
Yeah, Elisa Jordana, I have. Yes.
I mean, there's people that come in and like no words are banned on their shit, and like people are dropping N-bombs and they're in libraries, and it's like
There was that incident, and it was one of these guys who's in a mall, and some dude shot him. Do you guys do you remember that?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all caught on his stream. A guy, he was picking on this guy nonstop. The guy finally just turns around, pulls out a gun, and shoots the dude.
Amazing.
It's like, yeah. That's what you got.
well, there was one. I remember the guy was at Walmart, and somebody sends in a donation with the text to speech, and it's just like, "There is a bomb in the backpack. It will detonate in 10 seconds," and it starts counting down. And this guy's like, "No, it's just a joke. It's just okay, cool. That's a good one." Fucking idiot. It's funny that John has utter hate for any man that has banged Kate Pivenstein, etc. Also, Morseverse has already broken YouTube terms of service.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Zach. Please, no more Missy B in her NPD talk. She's not Freud. She plays video games.
I'm not even sure she's good
Oh.
at video games, to be honest with you. I haven't watched her Twitch.
You can't be smart and play video games? Racist. Carol, gents, there's no difference between Ricky Gervais' original off lead of David Brent and Stuttering John. However, we will all get done for being accessories after the fact if he does something even more dumb. Yeah, I said he's like Michael Scott if he was just a dickhead and wasn't that lovable quality. Did he learn nothing from Elisa Jordana? Of course not, Don.
He learned nothing from anything.
No.
When he
That's
was
why
going
we're
on
here.
when he was going on the other day about how he's learned from the best, he worked with Stern, he worked with Weno. It's like, what did you learn? Can you demonstrate one thing?
Yeah.
Well, I want to bring up, before we get into this trail of lawsuits, I want to bring up the Belmont. He had his big gathering at the Belmont a couple nights ago. This was a thing that was supposed to be attended by at least 10 to 15 people. They were all part of his inner circle at one point. And from what I understand, Dirty Deeds showed up. And here's the part I want to bring up. He mentioned Dabbling Dan was sleeping in the car outside.
What?
Yes, in the parking lot. Was asleep in
Is
the
he
parking
dabbling in heroin?
lot. Well, or John's gone full Fight Club and Dabbling Dan never existed.
And he did spend 5 hours talking to him on the phone, a person who does not exist.
Wait, now
Wow.
let me take my hold on. I changed my mind.
Wait, what?
And Dabbling Dan does exist, but it's code for cocaine. So Dabbling Dan got me through that drive. Boom. There you go.
Ah.
Hey,
There you go.
is Dabbling Dan with you? Yeah, but he's in the car. I didn't want to bring him into the restaurant, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Good. I like that observation.
That's
And if he is real, what the fuck is going on in Dabbling Dan's life that he shows up to this thing with his hero, his shining moment in the place that has his picture up on the wall, and he sleeps outside in the parking lot? That makes no sense.
No. Wow.
And I
That's
know I
crazy.
heard it.
Mhm.
I know he said it. So if anybody in the chat can
Let's talk about
corroborate.
this dinner or lunch or whatever it was at this place that serves $20 chicken meals.
Yes, and his pal Dirty Deeds was on MLC saying he had 15 people come up to him.
Right. That's what I
Right.
said,
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Well-
So he was there with Dirty Deeds, a date from Tinder,
Correct.
and there was one other chatter, right?
Yes, not counting the one sleeping in the parking
Right.
lot.
Obviously not
Yeah.
Dabbling Dan. That's a good point too, though. You never see Dabbling Dan in his chat or anything like that.
I'm
And yet
telling
it's his
you, dude.
best friend.
I'm telling
Wow.
you, it's fucking weird.
You know, I gotta say this, as big of a piece of shit as Vince the lawyer is, he really did fuck up by falling out of his good graces before that dinner. The amount of content he could have gotten from that dinner if he was there.
Yeah, yeah. Baba Duke, the deadbeat, Morseverse rules, Linden 49. Yeah, there's theories about, John. First of all, there's no way in hell 15 people came up to him and were in awe. He
Well,
doesn't. Yeah.
50 people probably told him to calm down. But we're trying to have dinner over here, sir.
Well, as I said on the show, was it yesterday or a day before, is he's been in California in all these places, and he's never said anybody's come up to him and recognized him.
Right. And then the other day he went to pick up his date and the security guard recognized him.
Yeah. Dirty D says he picked up the tab. I think John planned this to the T. He wanted this to be told to show, you see, I'm not the guy they say I am. He purposely picked up that tab for that reason only. And that's a fact. I will back that up 110%.
Of course.
You're right. And it's also, anybody else goes on MLC at this point when he hates Kevin is turning on John. But Dirty Deeds is literally, a representative for John. John can't sit there and suck Kevin's dick again publicly because he's angry at him right now. But he wants to go back on that show so goddamn bad.
Well, here's another
No
weird
doubt.
thing too with Dirty Deeds. You remember it was just last week, maybe earlier this week, that John was claiming to Clay Dabbler that Dirty Deeds is not his friend anymore. He
Yep.
doesn't return his texts or answer his phone at all, and he hasn't seen him super chatting him. So Dirty Deeds, yeah, he might be a double agent over there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He might be the next one planning something.
John, I don't know these people well, but I'm just going to throw this out there. If they got a dabble or a dirty in their name, they may not be on the up and up. That's all I'll say. Hashtag Joey C Nation for life, says
Thank
the
you,
one
guys.
and only Gonzo Shitcock legend. I sent the GPA. Oh, John from Gomper's Prep Academy.
There he is.
I sent the GPA tweet to scare him. More to come. I love it.
Dude, that
I
really
love
is
it.
the photo of that Johnny Melendez, too. That poor guy has been dragged into this.
Well, he
Sorry,
can sue
sir.
John. Talk about ruining a
Yeah.
reputation.
Yeah. John lost a tooth eating spaghetti with pesto. One good smack to the face. He's sucking his chicken Savoy through a straw. Good point. John's treatment of his mother is like that kid's book, The Giving Tree. It makes me sad.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole coffee thing this week was just like, my God, man. How do you make a woman that age get you anything? Get the fuck
Yeah,
up and get it yourself.
I was very upset when I saw it. Ma, you got any coffee, Ma? Ma, any coffee? Can you put some ice in it, please?
And-
Hurry up, Ma. I need it right away.
And he's bitching about the way she does his laundry.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
nerve.
Right.
The
The
nerve.
laundry that he never does.
Right.
Patrick
Oh.
Melton had a very important poll on his show yesterday. Is John a worse father or a worse son?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know how to answer it.
Wow. Talk
Split down
about
the middle, I would say. Split down the middle.
Sophie's choice right here. Holy shit.
Worst father.
I would go with father. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
The kids are in good shape, though. You know, despite
Yeah,
him,
that's
the kids are
true.
doing well.
Yeah. All right. All
God
right.
Damn it.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
know. It's tough.
Should I put up a poll?
Yes,
Let's
yes,
see what they
please.
think. Yeah. Why not? I don't
All
know. Robert James, Lady K, I'm calling you next. Any chance of Dabblecon in Cape Coral? Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be
Where
My
we're
great.
gonna-
house.
We'll do it at Stevie Tomatoes in the bathroom.
Yeah,
stall.
see tomatoes.
Karl, Stuttering John is not Perry. People love Perry. Quit comparing the two. Perry has a team of people that help him look out for him for years, says Daddy Poopy.
No, that's a good point. I always try to think, and I guess King Cobra is probably a better example. I know there's other ones out there, these YouTubers who just humiliate themselves on the stream. But you're right. No, Perry is beloved.
Yeah. How much to have him wear lederhosen? Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
got to
We should start shipping stuff to his mom's house and then telling him to put it on. That's a good idea.
You got the stripper costume package in the mail.
Oh, the cow bikini for sure. He made fun of me for that. Let's see if he'll do it for $35.
Jan, is this your hula skirt?
Kevin Wade, the River, member for Love. Shuli, I'm a musician at Dollywood, 22 years. Wish I'd known you were here. Would have liked to meet you. See any shows? Yeah, we saw a bunch of shit, man. Kevin, DM me, man. We'll definitely be back up there again. It was a blast. It was beautiful up there. Loved it. Went to get on the Morse verse today and accidentally got on the Morsey verse. Heaven knows I'm miserable now. Yeah, Percy, a big mistake. Toby McBroby checking in with a membership. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.
Here, I'll hit you with one. I don't think his thing. Here we go. In honor of Vince's last day. There you go. Hope John gets to Florida soon. I got his package. It's John's Florida mailman, everybody.
Oh, I'm getting to that mailbox first.
Oh,
I am
man.
getting those bags.
It's going to be a race. Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of which,
Yeah.
you know, John keeps saying that he's not calling me gay. But
Right.
then today, or yesterday, I saw the clip today. Someone brought up Pride Month, and he goes, "Just do it." Like that was his immediate trigger. Obviously, you're calling me gay, John.
Well, that's when, the whole F slur that we played. And before it even came out, he's like, oh, no, I don't even remember if it came out or not, but he goes, if I did, I would never say it. He goes, if I did, I would
Watching
say
Fast Times. Yeah.
that was my tribute to Spicoli, the Spicoli days.
I don't know about you guys, but when I watch Pulp Fiction, I throw out the N-word for days after that. I can't help myself. You watch a movie, you just have to emulate it.
Yeah, I like Joey. Tell me about it.
That's why I don't watch Brokeback Mountain anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Red, my man Red. It's good. You should check it out. Joe's lashing out because the Ricada drama took attention away from him. He's swinging for the fences because he knows it brings it all back to him. He'll be boring again soon. Oh, John, you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because immediately after everyone started talking about Aaron Imholt and all this shit, John, that's when all of a sudden he got way more nuts. And now he's going to everyone's house. He's making a spectacle of himself.
Yeah. Shuli, if you have people over for Stuttering John's visit, can I come? I live within an hour of you and really want to make John cry. Yeah, listen, I will keep you guys posted. I'm totally down for a block party. Some are calling it a Glock party, but I say we welcome him with open arms when he comes to visit. Why not? You know,
open armed.
Yeah, you're the only one who's got surprises. We got surprises over here. We love surprises. Come on down.
We'll be open armed.
Oh yeah, Cumia for MC at the Glock party. Yeah. Oh please, Grand Marshal. He'll be in an armored Humvee going down the street. I love it. Thank you, Letty Let. J-Dad, y'all talking about Stuttering John changing shirts for $10, but you wouldn't believe what I had Mike Morse do for $20 last night. Morse versus TSM for life. Shuli to go. Thank you, J-Dad.
Yeah, but that's cash. It's different.
Yeah. John docks the first and last name of a frequent chatter using his screen name and full name day before yesterday.
I didn't see that.
Really?
Idiots.
Dude. Wow. Cheers. Oh, I love Michael P. Cheers to some of my favorites in the Dabbleverse. And hi, Mike Morse.
Hey, Michael P.
Michael P. We'll see you in August, buddy. See you at Dabblecon
That's
too.
right. Go Bills. I wonder what his allowance is when he's at mommy's. Or do you think she gives him the card? Can I get a live look behind me from Joey C?
Look behind me.
There you go.
Nailing
Of course you can. Chef Jeff. Of course. You can get anything you want here.
There's a reason why this guy does cartoon voiceover work.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Yes.
My theory is he doesn't really have a house. He only has a timeshare, and it's just not his turn yet.
That's funny.
That's great. More like more stanza, but more stanza. I can't remember if his theory was established, but I think Ralph must have left an inheritance for John and asked Ossie to hold on to it in his will because of John's past mishaps with money.
I like that.
He was also young then too, like you know. I heard in prison it was hard to get Joey's mouth off a cooch than a pit bull off a bone or a cock. I guess he was trying to say.
Probably cock.
Yeah. Okay, makes more sense. Hey, Karl, join the morsels. When will you cover the Morseverse on WATP? Are you scared of the blowback? You should be.
I'm not going after Red Bar. I'm not going after the Morseverse. All right.
SJ Bot 3000. Great follow on X, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the gifted. He called Belmont pick backup and prime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had this whole thing set up to be a victory. Would have been a lot easier if everybody was still in his camp, but they're all gone.
Yep.
So he had to do it on a smaller scale than what he saw.
Could
in
you
his
imagine
mind.
that conversation he said he had? He just lies about everything. He's insane. Where he goes in and the guy says, "I was just about to take your photo off the wall here, John.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been here in a while." Is it the Carnegie Deli? One of these places down in New York that has all the photos of the celebrities who have been there?
Mm-hmm,
They don't sit there and be like, "When's the fucking last time this guy's been here? Are we still going to leave this photo up?"
Well, and I think Mike brought up the point that same night, the maitre d' at the restaurant he's been going to for years didn't recognize him, but a security guard at the booth spotted him instantly and was a huge fan. Who takes a first date on that type of dinner? Great question. If this date thing is legitimate, which I have my doubts.
It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. He drove from Long Island to Manhattan to New Jersey and then had to drive it back again. And there's a guy passed out in the car. Well, how does that make sense?
Yeah,
Forgot about the guy. Forgot about Tyler Durden back there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you, Karl. None of it makes sense. But in hypothetically, right? Let's say this date is real. So he thinks I'll bring her to this thing where everybody's going to suck my dick in front of her, see what I'm a big star. I still am. Hopefully she gets it. And the fact that he says, here's the other red flag for me. She's a therapist. Okay.
Yep.
You're telling me a therapist doesn't leave this asshole within 10 minutes, gets an Uber and gets the fuck out of there.
She would recognize the personality disorder immediately.
Yeah.
He's sitting there talking about how he's telling her everything about Kate and the Dabbleverse. No, woman. My wife doesn't want to hear about this shit. You think a first date wants to hear about it?
No,
Here's the
big
second
turn
date.
off.
She's like, and when you first realized,
yeah, right.
John's laying down in the Belmont.
I haven't been on dating sites actually ever. I've been married a long time, but I don't think that it's very custom that when you go on a first date, you bring half your chat room with you. I think that would be like a weird red flag thing, right?
It's like bringing your kids to strip. You know, it's like, what are you doing? Chicken Savoy at Dabblecon, please. Robert James.
oh yeah,
I think we're going to have just the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah, they were a big hit.
Yep.
Great to see Joey C in here today.
Thank you,
Danny.
Danny. Thank you.
These chatters are funny today. Oh, that was.
Shmuel says he got a deal. He told the owner he was promoting them. I believe that. That is a total John move from back in the day.
Probably, yeah. The tab probably wasn't as expensive. They probably gave him a discount. He's like, I've been talking your thing up on my show for months.
Remember that guy we had on Point DabblePoint, Joey, and he was talking about the recording studio that
Yes.
John used and how he wore the guy's shirt on Channel 9 in exchange for recording time in the studio.
He's always making those types of deals, even with callers on the phone when he was leaving them on hold on Howard Stern. He's always up to that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a grifter.
Bless you, Joey C, says
Thank you,
Trick Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the 12 months, buddy.
Gesundheit.
I don't want FOP, goddammit. I'm dabbling Dan, man. Oh, Dabbler, where art thou? Hashtag FSJ, FKB. Hashtag FRFR Frosted Tips World Order.
Hold on a second. I think I have that.
Frosted Tips World Order. FTWO.
I'm bringing the world orders back, baby.
I love it. I love it. Maybe he told 15 people at the Belmont that he was Stuttering John.
Yeah,
That's a great possibility, too. There's no shame in this guy to go around and introduce himself.
Remember when he was at the stand-up show in Atlantic City?
Yes.
And he had to make sure he was one standing up, yelling at everyone. Like, he has to make his presence known that he's a big star and celebrity. You know he's carrying himself like that all the time.
Absolutely.
right. And if you're in I've never been to Belmont, but you know, if you say you're at the bar and you say to someone loudly, "I'm Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show," a lot of people are going to hear you, and so then they go, "Oh, that's Stuttering John. Let's go say hi."
Or one of your buddies walks in and goes, "Is that Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show?" And then everybody mobs him, and he goes, "I'm going to go back to sleep in the car. I'll be out back."
Yeah.
Good point.
Is it possible that there's already an investigation and YouTube have been told not to pull his channel so he can continue to? Who is he, Dr. Disrespect?
I love that speculation. I love wild speculation. That's fun. That's a good one.
But
the
it
feds would do
explains
that.
why
They would keep him up. They would keep him up if they're trying to bust him. They would do that.
Yeah, but I mean, look, as far as terms of service go, I think they got enough. I think they got plenty, you know?
Absolutely.
Criminal shit, that's a different story. You know, tell the FBI to come to Dabblecon too, August 16th and 17th. Sophistication Crow, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. 3 a.m. Looking at John, I have to ask, can your hair experience organ failure? Is that a thing he should be studied? Speaking of things that are just troubling, his hair is definitely on that list. Seems like he's losing it so much faster now since the quad Kate Meany.
Yeah, you guys had a specific medical thing about losing hair during stress or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
Alopecia.
No,
something
that's
else.
different.
It's different.
Alopecia. No, that's a jazz singer from back in the day. This thing, the thing that we noticed the other day, his tongue. Did you see this, Karl?
Got a sore on his tongue, right?
I haven't
No.
slept since.
No, look
What
at
is
the
that?
blackness Look at the rotting flesh underneath his tongue.
Now, if you told me that was Bob Levy's tongue, I'd be like, yeah, that story
Yeah.
checks out.
Makes sense.
Right. Pack a day, pack
Sure.
a minute, you know?
Look at
That's-
that.
What is that?
A lot of people are saying cancer.
He's rotting
Cancer
from
in
the
the mouth.
inside.
Tiger Lily says it's mold. It could be. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Malding. Remember we looked at that?
Molding. That's what
Malding.
all
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
Do
rotten
vegetables
steak.
go bad?
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Frogs pee breaks. I said it looks like bad steak. It looks like bad meat.
Ugh.
Mad cow disease. That would explain the last couple months. Molting. Yeah, it's crazy. But the hair, the tongue. Do you think that might have something to do with all these lawsuits that he is filing, all these agencies that he's talking to? We haven't really talked about this. I mean, short of the CIA and Mossad, I think he's visited every agency possible to really bring the pain. For one, Kate Meany, myself, Tookie. I think you're in the mix somehow.
I don't think I am. It's ridiculous. I don't know how
Wow,
I'm not in the
that's
mix at
insane.
all.
You know he made the statement how he loves to sue. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. That's just admitting that he likes to commit fraud, because that's exactly when a guy likes to sue people as much as he does. Believe me, he's really committing some type of fraud. If he was investigated, I guarantee you the federal government would indict him and he'd go to prison. I guarantee you.
Well, and I think somebody who's looking to sue is somebody that's looking to not do anything
Right.
work-wise, So that's the scratch-off ticket, is slipping on a fucking floor at Walmart or something, And there are people that is their job. They go out and look for that shit every day.
John is definitely a what's my big payday escape plan guy.
Correct.
He's always thinking of that kind of shit. So yeah, a big lawsuit or something. This is a fantasy in his mind. He talks about how it's, you played the clip earlier where he's fantasizing about what the judge is going to say and then what he's going to say and then the attorney's going to stand up and go, holy shit, we're going to lose this case. And he's got it all figured out.
He's the Ralph Cramden of grifting.
Yes.
Alex, I got it.
Yeah,
So everybody.
It's so wild to me to see a guy who has no problem putting bounties on people for personal information, doxing people, bringing up people's families' medical conditions, people's wives.
Well, hold on though, Shuli. If someone makes fun of his kids, he's allowed to do all those things.
Well,
You know
what
that,
I
right?
find amazing is he does all these things and then looks into the camera and goes, I'm a man who upholds the law. The law must be upheld. I will not stand for anything else. And you're just watching this going, you just bragged about having pictures of underage minor children on your hard drive to scare somebody.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You can't write this fucking kind of stupidity in a human. West 11 Bravo, proud vet. Thank you to all our vets in the chat. Love you guys. It's disgusting how John insists his nearly dead 87-year-old mother baby him. Then he complains about his coffee, laundry, etc. Total man baby jagoff. Agreed. Jan, I'm back, baby. Back to the show where we watch and wait for the moment John finally realizes he's retarded. Love you all. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, John Roberts.
Wouldn't that be an amazing way for all of this to end? Where John just has an epiphany and he comes out and just like, I get it now. I'm a buffoon. I've been a boob this whole time. No wonder everyone's goofing on me. I should have brought up my resume so many times. That makes me look worse. Holy shit.
We would look like such assholes if this guy came on one day and goes, I owe everybody an apology. It's all on me. It's all been me. I mean, these guys, wow, I'm sorry. And we're just sitting there going, look at, and everybody's like, hey, he's being real, man. He's feeling. And we're like, no, it's John. Remember, we were all laughing at, and everybody starts throwing shit at us. Oh my God.
He goes on a cross country apology tour. He goes to everybody's house.
I don't see that happening, guys. I bet everything, every time I can scrape, I don't ever see him doing that.
That's why it would be the funniest conclusion to all of this.
It would, though. Great.
If he go, Rocco, I'll be at your house and I'm giving you a hug and crying.
And make sure Tookie's there, all right? I want to give him a hug, too.
Any chance Shuli's fake boat will make an appearance in Cape Coral? Yes, absolutely. Guillermo, if you could tell me that I could go by John's place and wave to him in a boat, I would do that in a heartbeat.
You can't. He's nowhere near the water. I keep telling you that.
Ahoy, shithead!
Plan B, if you're a skywriter in the Florida area, my DMs are wide open.
Oh, God, that's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you hear about his students, Karl? Did you hear this fun fact?
No.
Which one's LA or San Diego?
This is hold on.
Look at this fucking dummy. This drooling, fucking inept, low IQ, horrible father douchebag.
Hey, boss.
That wasn't it, but I just wanted to play it. This is John sharing a little information.
It's really bizarre because when I would tell my students, you know, like who I was, they would look me up, and the first thing that came up was Uncle Rico.
That's hilarious.
Now, I'll tell you why that really pisses him off, because that's John's only thing as a substitute, was to brag about who he is and the career he had.
He has
and
30
now,
captives in a room.
And now he knows that they type in his name and he doesn't come up, and that's gotta kill him.
And then of course they're watching Uncle Rico, and then
right.
Start sending me pictures. Yeah.
There are times when I'm watching John's show and he's going into one of his fucking Glory Day stories for the umpteenth time, and I roll my eyes, I just turn it off. I can't anymore. These kids have to wait for the fucking bell to ring. They're like, fuck! You've never seen a clock move so slowly.
They are literally trapped with this guy.
Yes.
I got sneeze. All
right, so the bonus question on the test is, where did my band finish their tour with Ted Nugent? What city in Chicago or in Illinois?
You know, I got an interesting point. One of my chat room people asked me a question, what I thought that if Stuttering John's sisters, I know he has a sister, I don't know if he has a brother, if they resent him for all the money his mother has given him, taking away money that they would be getting when the mother passes away. Do you think that his sister resents him in that way?
Let me tell you something. All is well right now, but God forbid the day where she does pass.
Yes.
It's going to get really fucking ugly. There's no dealing with this guy. There's no compromise. He's going to want it all.
Right.
He's not looking to share.
No.
They're probably working their asses off, his other family members. He doesn't have anything. You don't think he's going to make a run for this whole stash?
That's what I think he's doing. I think as she gets older, he's making that play. I believe that strongly because it happened in my family where someone did that to their mom while she was slowly dialing. They got every single money out of the account.
Mm-hmm.
And when she died, the sister got nothing. It was all he already had it spent. And I heard the route he's going.
I heard they got all the money and half of your mustache. Is that true?
Yes, they did. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Thank you.
Yeah,
I love you for that.
I love you too, pal. You know that.
John's trying to get power of Legal Shield attorney.
Yes, Legal Shield. Remember.
Oh, did you see that somebody found a review from the law firm he used in Alabama? And it was about food. It was about biscuits and grapes.
Yes.
He's staying in New York. He already asked me if I would move in to help his mom with chores now that she has a teenager in the house again. Guillermo, I'm glad we still have you, Guillermo. Thank you for still being here. Can we all agree this is the second half of the last season of Breaking Bad for John?
Yeah, I hope not.
I always keep hearing that in my head. We're in the end game now.
Yeah. Warm up your Badfinger song because it's gonna
Urbeta Patch. You're all jelly. 50% of Americans know Stuttering John. That's why he gets upwards of 1,100 views on his stream. You're right. When you're right, you're right. What do we got? Kyle, Cumia sent me to Uncle Rico Spring 2022. YouTube bans you. I jump on Patreon September 22nd. I wake up to old shows playing and reminded of past life events.
Wow.
You don't, hey, YouTube didn't ban us. John struck us. That's what that was. Happy Pride Month to the LGBT plus dabblers like me. And F the homophobe Stuttering John. Also, espresso martinis are pretty good. Don't hate, John.
I might have some tonight.
Yeah, Mike and my wife both love espresso martinis. I'm not lying. I understand his mother not telling him off. It's difficult for some mothers, but why doesn't one of Stuttering John's siblings tell him to stop ordering Asa around?
That's true.
Okay, so
he's going to listen to anybody?
Right. They all treat him with kid gloves. But he was at Joyce's house, right? Danny DeVito's?
Yep.
And he's been there the whole time because it's been the same room. Am I wrong about that?
No, I think you're right.
So,
yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, because we when we first saw people coming in the room, it was always Joyce. Now it's his mom.
Right.
So is she going over to the sister's house to care for John?
Oh my God.
Oh God. He's like a puppy. They can't leave him alone at the house. Somebody's got to be there. To make sure
right.
he doesn't chew anything or shit on something. Yeah.
I mean, are they monitoring him? I wonder, because I would imagine like his mom's sitting next door listening to John rant and rave about Kevin Brennan's brother and dad not hugging him or whatever it is. And she's just got to be sitting there going, terms of service, John, terms of service.
Yeah. She's sitting there working for him and hearing this.
Spreading my legs wide open for KB so pink. Spreading my legs wide open. He can hit me twice in the stink.
Dabbling Dan didn't tell you that doesn't sound good. It's not a good.
So funny.
He just serenaded Kevin to fuck him. Oh, it's amazing. It's been more than this. Was just out of fake money. Thanks for the fake money order, T. I said, thank you, Jan. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the 9 months. Glad you're back. Can we get Nike involved with the just do it? After all, it's copyright and trademark. I'm sure they wouldn't like it used to bash LGBTQ plus FJC. Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Are SBRs and cans welcome at the Glock party? Absolutely. Absolutely. Karl's Big Cape Coral Flex. Hashtag.
Not yet.
Andrea, thank you for the $20. Welcome to the Cease and Desist Club, Andrea.
Yes.
Look who's back. Joey C. Hey, Shuli, Karl, Mike, and TSN fam.
Hey, Andrea. Thank you.
Joey C. Look who's
Joey
back.
C.
me and Joey C and Andrew are all hanging out in Largo, Florida not too long
Yes, we
ago.
were. You know, Karl, there's a rumor going around when me and you went for a little walk around the building. They said that, everybody was asking me about what went on with that, And I said, never mind. Karl's my good friend, and that's our business,
Right.
Yeah, and Joey is a giver, not a taker. All right, guys?
Yeah.
I am
And
nothing
let's-
like I am on the podcast, though. Wouldn't
So
you say,
let's
Karl?
squash those rumors right now. Yeah. Is he a short guy who stands right about at my midsection? Yes, he is. Whatever. Squash the rumors.
Are you talking about me or Joey? Which
Both of you.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember people were saying Joey walked back in and got that's mayonnaise on my shirt. He started yelling that, and then everybody went.
And I was out napping in the car afterwards.
Yeah. It's great.
Steve napping out. Dabbling Dan was sleeping in the parking lot. John's been doing a tribute to Nicolas Cage and leaving Las Vegas the last few years. Might as well add Spicoli to his au revoir. Thank you, Steve.
Wow.
Creepy Mo gifting 5. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you.
You fucking creep. It's Friday. Time to just do it.
Let's do it.
Still ain't.
Levy $1. You motherfucker, man.
Bobby!
That was an expensive date Stuttering John had. Cost him $300 before she even got in the car.
Yeah.
Gas and tolls. Yeah. Bet the photo was already taken down. His story is just the less embarrassing version of having to ask to put it back up before everyone else came in.
Oh, do you think he brought his own 8x10? Here, put this up.
Oh, He goes, distract the bartender. I'm going to switch Liza Minnelli out.
Why is his picture up with masking tape? What's
Yeah. Just hears hammering against the wall. Like, what?
Do you think they had Virgil up there and he had to pull that down to put his up?
They won't miss Billy Joel, right? I just want everyone to press 1. No reason. Yeah, we need to talk about that because that was a fun little breaking point the chat found this week. One's in the chat for John.
They were doing it again today to him.
Oh, that's great. And it started with John Bray. He's like, look at how fast my chat is moving. It's because I have real viewers. This is so great. And then when he finally realized that they're all telling him they hate him, he didn't like it as much.
But yesterday, at one point, he was putting 1 in the chat. He's like, "You think I can? Look, 1."
He'll show you.
He'll show you. I'm not thin-skinned.
John is so transparent. You can always tell what really gets under his skin. He can't help himself.
Everything.
Well, especially being called a deadbeat. We rehash for the people who have just joined the show. Don't call John a deadbeat. He really does hate that in real life, for real. He hates it, so don't do that.
He's a deadbeat.
That's why he doesn't like it, Joey, so don't do that. And secondly, 1's in the chats from now on.
Yes.
Yeah, but what's great about John is, you're right, Mike, everything does bother him, but he makes sure to circle back and let you know what really pisses him off, and that's great.
Yes.
Joey going to Dabblecon too? I mean, come on. Is there a Dabblecon
never
too?
miss an opportunity to be with these guys again, ever.
Joey C there? Yeah, come on. Thanks for saving this shitty day for me, boys. Hey, vaginal blood fart. It'll get better.
Anything for you, vaginal blood fart.
Yeah,
It might not get better for him if he's vaginal blood fart.
Turn that frown upside down, vaginal blood fart, right now.
You'd be terrible to Children's Hospital. You'd be the worst.
Right. He gives it to them straight, whether they like it or not. Joe Dicker at the Carnegie Deli. Hey, Sal, when was the last time this Bogart came in?
Yeah, right.
Mojo, I heard John pulled a Ray DeVito and asked his date to flirt with the bartender to get free drinks. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Mojo Buffalo.
That's a true story, too, by the way.
Is that really? That's a pro move right there.
Yeah, Ray brought a chick specifically to flirt with the, so he gets the drinks so she gets her drinks paid for, so he has to pay less. She gets
until the bartender ends up fucking your girlfriend. That's a great move.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too. And he paid the full tab, I think. So Ray got fucked too a little bit. If he was serious about intimidating everyone to their face, he could have just made one trip to Dabblecon 2 instead of his cannonball dumb road trip. Well,
I should mention Mark from the club did say that John is welcome to come to Dabblecon 2 if he purchases a ticket.
Right.
And he said he's welcome to come in and he can sit right next to Mark at the shows. And as long as he behaves himself, he is more than welcome to attend.
Excellent.
Okay,
Well, somebody did ask him the other day, why are you going to all these different places? And he said something about when are you visiting Karl or something? He says, why do I have to go to all these different places when I can just go to one place to see them all? So he insinuated a little bit that he was going to come. Come on down, Johnny boy.
Well, Shuli, he also said on his show, I do not bluff. We all know that John follows through with 100% of the things he says he's going to do. So if he said it, he's not a guy who bluffs. He's going to play that hand.
I told you I was going to confront the doorman, and I did. Mike Morse rocks. Huge morsel here. Mikey. It's been a morsel from day one. Lepetamine Thruway. Now, what'll that hole think of next? Lepetamine. Blazing Saddles, I believe. Karl's wrong. John needs to get struck. Doxing is wrong. No, it is wrong, and he should get struck. There's people that have doxed and have been struck and taken off of YouTube. There's people that have done less that have been taken off of YouTube.
Well, I'm not for striking people's channels. I agree with you. Doxing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
When John's threatening to beat people up, though, no one takes that seriously. Yeah. You don't have to strike his channel for that. None of us are afraid of John.
But he's never lost at anything, Karl. He's done everything he's ever done. He won.
I know. You should. We went through his book, his audio book on my Patreon, and it's so funny, Joey. Everything he ends up doing is something he dreamed about doing as a kid, even becoming a professional boxer for some reason. Like, and when I got to box Crazy Cammy, I dreamed about this since I was 6 years old. I was like, no, you didn't, John. Stop fucking lying about everything.
John got his date idea from the Venture Brothers. I don't think he has. I don't think he has a streaming service that can watch that. Alabama attorney is the official legal shield provider to Alabama. Yep. Yep. Remember, John made up a story about calling RPD and also made up that the police officer knew him.
Thank you, Beta Patched, which we'll see you at Dabblecon too as well. Yes, this was a crazy thing that happened because John went on a show and claimed that he called the Rochester Police Department to get me arrested. Yep. And this was right around the time that I got to talk to John and do a debate with him face to face. And I said, John, you said you called the Rochester Police Department. He goes, oh, yeah, I did. I said, well, what did you call them for? What did I do? He goes, you were talking about my kids. Oh, my God. That's not illegal in any single way. But anyway, the point of that is that I'm friends with the guy on the RPD, so I reached out to him and I said, is there any record of John Melendez calling? And there was not. He was lying. He totally made that up. But again, he cannot stop himself from saying that everyone knows who he is.
Well,
he's always lying about that.
That being said, we are on day 4 of no FBI standoff. That's right. I have yet to be contacted by anyone in the FBI. So day 4, just keeping you guys abreast.
2 days ago, someone was super chatting, trolling him and kept saying, Joey C's got a bigger schwanz than you. You're tiny. Kept saying all that stuff from getting him real far up. But she just kept putting Joey, so he didn't catch on. And then finally someone said Joey C. He goes, Joey C is above a Badella contestant. I have a fucking Mercedes-Benz and a Harley. All right? What has he got?
By the way, that's the answer. That's the answer from a guy with a tiny dick.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My car's nicer. Like, that's what I said. You have a tiny dick.
Yeah.
And then called me privately and wanted to know my size.
Yeah, Joey lives above a deli, and guess what? He's got a chick. What does that tell you? Motherfucker can put it down. That's what that tells me.
Exactly.
I put her goddamn head in the wall, and that's before sex. All right.
Viagra works wonders.
His breath must stink.
Oh, yeah, with that tongue? Could you imagine?
Oh, man. Constant. Man. Yeah. I asked BK and Stuttering John if they could try suicide.
Suicide. That's very good. That's very good. Hey, here's a question I'll put out there for you guys, but also the rest of the Dabbleverse. Will Stuttering John ever get laid again for the rest of his life?
He'll pay for it. That's the only way.
I don't think he will do that though, Joe. No, I don't think he has the money for it.
That's the only way he's gonna get it. I mean, I don't think anybody will lay down with him. He's too nasty.
How?
Gross.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, got married while he was on death row. The Menendez brothers got married while they were on death row. Yeah. There is a lid for every pot, as the saying goes. Yeah. But that's a tough pot.
And also, Bob and my friend, he did get laid, even though he was repulsive looking, because he would do the full court press. Every woman he met, it would be like, and you could see John doing that with the credits going to credit. And, eventually somebody's going to be stupid enough to fall for it.
Yeah, you're right.
But I look at his mouth, though. And I just the way he sweats and what his hair looks like now, I can't imagine it.
Like every time on Rico, when the boys in the back do a zoom in, right, and we get closer and closer, I imagine I'm a woman going in to kiss him, and I'm like, I would vomit.
That's what you imagine, Shuli?
Yeah, every time I imagine me vomiting on him like the Fly, like Jeff Goldblum, as I get closer.
Yeah. Let's think about this.
And then I come. Go ahead.
So John's sitting on his couch drinking a Red Bull. Yes. And even though he's just sitting there having a beverage, things are flying out of his mouth. They're ricocheting around the room. What do you think he's like at dinner? When he's putting fucking food in that thing.
Listen,
you got a piece of steak in your eyeball? Like, oh, fuck.
Having spent time next to medicated Pete at a Pittsburgh Steelers game, watching him eat nachos, it was like shoving things into a wood chipper. It was just stuff was going everywhere. I imagine it's no different for John. Wow. I used to smoke, Matthew says, and thought I had mouth/throat cancer, and that looks just like the pics the doctor showed me of cancer. So I would stop worrying.
Wow.
Oh, that's not good.
I hope that's not the case. His heart's perfect, though. We know that, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't gotten there yet, apparently. The poll should say 1, is John a worse father? 2, a worse son? Or 3, What Not Chaser's going to be at Dabblecon? Yeah, we all do. That Morseverse logo screams out, "I got a tiny cut." How dare you?
I don't
Shuli,
know.
Can we do like name tags at Dabblecon too? We had him in Hackamania, and it was very helpful.
Sure.
Because I apologize. I will not recognize Whatnot Chaser if I just see him hanging out.
Well, he's going to be hanging on the rafters from his tail.
Right.
That's
I
what
mean,
he's
I
doing.
should. I'm face blind,
Yeah.
Mike.
It'd be great if it was an actual
Dr.
monkey.
Steve
The
coming?
name tag.
Is Dr. Steve coming?
Dr. Steve
Yeah.
will be there, yes.
Of course. This is his job now. His whole medical practice
Love
is
him.
being
Love
shut
his
down.
boy. Great guy.
Jason, ladies and gentlemen, $5. Thank you, Jason. Matthew, Ralph Cramden. You know what? You know that his last name was crammed in because he was crammed into his house and crammed into his clothes. I'm really smart. You're welcome. That's a John. That's a John trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang, zoom.
John's like the books, the worst book possible of facts you can read on the shitter. He has the worst facts, nothing cool. Beta Patch. John thinks if you file a police report, they have to arrest you. Skoda said long ago that police don't even have to enforce restraining orders.
Yeah, John has a warped view of what the law is. He tries to like everything else, he tries to weaponize it. And I have to think at a certain point, and maybe we've already talked about this, some people in the chat have talked about this, threatening lawsuits, threatening arrests, going to police departments and the FBI. At a certain point, like John's the one who's breaking the law.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
harassment. He's harassing these agencies. He's harassing the people that he's threatening with these agencies.
Filing false complaints, that's a crime. If you go into the
Well,
police department.
okay. So now here's something interesting. I've heard things from different people, and one of the things I've heard is that when John, again, this is through John, so whether or not he actually did this, who knows? But when John visited the FBI, may have told them that Kate Meany might be a terrorist.
Oh, I'd be lying.
Well, let's just say
Hold
I've
on.
heard.
So I'm assuming that the form they give you, because it's the FBI, you got to be
Right.
pretty major crime. Just like, is this person in organized crime? No. Are they a jihadist? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Truly.
Wow.
I went to prison for telling the feds my wife wasn't living there anymore.
Right. That's my
Went to
point.
prison for that.
Yeah.
I said, if he forget even terrorists.
And you assaulted a couple federal agents, but other than
Yeah,
that,
I did. I did do that. I did do that.
Hey, it's all water under the bridge now, Karl.
I love it.
But listen, let's just say it's not the terror. Let's say he lied about something in that form.
And you know he did.
He can't not.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't believe he even went to the FBI,
don't
because he couldn't tell the story without lying. And somebody in his group had to tell him, if you go to the FBI, make sure everything you say is true. And then if you got to tell that truthful story, there ain't no fucking crime. You just look like an idiot.
Mhm.
So you don't
They
go.
love to come after you for that crime. Believe me, the government loves it.
I mean, this guy's claiming he called. First of all, he was searching for Canoga Park Police Department and couldn't find it because he doesn't understand that it's LAPD.
LA. Yeah. LA covers the entire 30 miles. Yes.
How
And
long did
then-
you live there?
Right. It's
I
crazy.
mean, and then he calls them to file a complaint or claims that he's going to get Kate arrested, who's in New York,
Yeah.
by calling the LAP. It's just the ramblings of a lunatic. It's
Yes,
unbelievable. But he's hoping Kate is freaked out by this and shuts the fuck up.
Well,
Well, you
I got to
know
tell
him-
you.
Go ahead, Carl.
So Drew Lane, my buddy in Detroit, I
Yes.
go on his show every other week. And so he gets into the Dabbleverse from time to time.
I love
and
it.
a lot of the listeners are getting into the Dabbleverse through Drew Lane and then through WATP and all these other shows, obviously. And so, every now and again, Drew brings this up on the show even when I'm not there. And there's a
Right.
video he posted today that's fantastic. And Drew texted me, he's just like, God damn, this FBI stuff has sucked me right back in again. I can't believe this guy is threatening people with FBI reports, and they're playing the clips and they're laughing. It's great to hear people who don't really pay attention to this react to Stuttering John. And just be like, what the fuck? Because you would think, and I've covered this stuff on my show, Who Are These Socials? They're like homeless TikTokers. who are crazy and say the most random crazy shit. You're like, well, he's a schizophrenic. You know, what are you going to do? But John is worse than these people, like homeless people. The shit that he says on his show.
They're the new dynamic duo of the Dabbleverse. It's Stuttering Chicken and Brokeback Dan, Batman and Robin to the rescue.
I love it. I love it. Animate that, Andy, immediately. Stuttering John, I am the danger. Skull. Good to see you, Cape Coral. Howard's Fluffy Duty. What kind of OCD does this Dabbleverse have? His whole world is so chaotic. That bent cord makes me nuts. He doesn't even notice it. Yeah. He doesn't care. That's his mantra. Who gives a shit? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
I don't care. Hey, yo, the Duke dies in the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't care. Stuttering John had 350 chatters for the past hour. Skolin.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear his hot take on the debate from last night.
Well, he has Clay Dabbler on now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's quite the
Skolin. Here it is. Dabbleverse trading cards.
Like
Let's
it.
go.
Hey, EDR. What's up, buddy?
EDR. I love that, man.
EDR is the best. I've been talking to him this week, too. And some of these people get sucked into this. They can't believe what they're witnessing here. It's crazy.
Shouldn't you all be in FBI custody? What happened?
What happened, John? What happened?
It ain't fun, trust me.
I'm waiting for him to rappel down from the skylights and snatch me up.
Wouldn't it be great if one of us got raided while we were doing point Tampa point?
Yeah, most likely it'd be me, Karl. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. For nothing to do with John. You're right.
Yeah. the deli gets raided and they hit Joey's place.
I hear him coming up the stairs. Oh, guys, I gotta go. Someone's really coming up the stairs hard.
I imagine Stuttering John's breath smells like spoiled cottage cheese, rotted collard greens, soggy old gym socks, stewing in warm yogurt with a pinch of ginger.
Wow, that really paints a picture right there. Well done.
You had me at ginger.
Yikes.
Does he do anchovies on pizza? John?
No.
No?
No, I don't do that. Mason in Portland, a.k.a. Shane Gillis. Joey C for life, dog.
Love Mason. Thank you, brother.
Represent.
Yeah, we hung in Vegas.
Great guy.
He seems like a really good dude. I like him. Stuttering John trashes Kate for the 20K bang, but is there any doubt that John would bang a rich 70-year-old if she gave him 20K?
Oh,
yes.
She gave him 1,000.
Yeah, what do you mean she? If he gave John 20,000, fuck him.
Yeah, he's pleased. And the other day, I love when he goes, even if she called me and said, here's my hotel room, come fuck me, I'd say no, I will not.
Now we know the next prank, don't we?
By the way, saying that is pretty gay. I just want to tell you, John, that's gay.
Right. John's Jizzy Couch gifted one. Thank you.
I don't jerk off on the couch. I only jerk off. You might find stains on the bed, but not on the couch.
Bed that has no sheet on it.
He literally said that.
Yes.
Oh,
You ever crank your hard?
We need Cannonball Dumb t-shirts. I'm not opposed to that. Hey, Shuli, if you need some muscle at Dabblecon, count me in. You're always welcome, Jizzy Couch. You know that. Stuttering John did contact the FBI, the full-blooded Italians from ECW. Joey C, what's going on, brother? Great cash, Shuli, Karl, and the King Morse. Oh, my. I'd love to see a boxing match. KB and Stuttering John. Joey, love the shirt, boss.
Thanks, brother.
Joe Corson, right? May go to the Belmont this weekend. I will take some video. Shuli, do you want me to ask the owner if he wants a photo of another Stern alum? You? Absolutely. Sure.
Yeah, and ask if he knows Stuttering. Just see what he has to say about Stuttering John. Just
interview him.
I would love to know the aftermath at that place.
Yeah, you're from Parties Weekly, a publication that reports on big celebrity parties, and you want to do a story on
notice here's where you go, and you notice the picture on the wall. Oh, is that Stuttering John? Wow. Is he come in here? And just see what the guy says, because
he keeps his headshot in the trunk and he passes them out when he goes to bars.
Yep.
Ask him a question that anyone would ask, like, does he tip like around 35%? Is that how much he tips when he's here?
Yeah. Hey, Don, show the Shuli pick in Dr. Disrespect jacket. No, Don, no.
That didn't
Hi,
age
guys.
Yeah, like we all knew too. Like he knew. If John's mom really cares about her grandkids, she should put her money and assets into a trust. Otherwise, neither them nor the sister DeVito will ever see a dime. Diablo, I'm with you.
The
I think
good news is the son who's going to Harvard will be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to be all right. They're smart.
God
kids.
bless that, though.
Yeah.
And Susanna and Aaron are going to be fine because those kids are going to make a fuck ton of money and they're going to take care of them. That's the way I see it. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is single again. There's still a chance for Stuttering John. Now, there's a name I wouldn't. There's a lid for that pot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We need a West Coast Dabblecon. Do it or you're all very wussas.
Who's the
Here's one for you, Joey.
I love
who's
it.
the naked cowgirl from New York that used to go on Opie Anthony all the
Sandy.
time?
Yeah.
Sandy
Yeah.
Kane.
That, Could we? Okay, this is going to sound
ahead.
crass. Could we commission a sex tape with the two of them? I mean, it wouldn't be fun to watch, but I think
don't know. I don't know.
it might be fun to watch. It might be,
It
kind of
might
funny.
be fun to watch. It won't be
And-
sexy. It won't be
No.
cool.
No, we're not-
And it's a one consent state, New York. So I think we're
That
okay.
is true. That is true. Oh my God. Shuli Ridge is going to be lit. That's what they're calling the neighborhood. Shuli Ridge. How is he profusely sweating after a shower? That's a great
Dang.
question. And that's something I feel like we should ask Dr. Steve.
Mhm.
I've never heard of such a thing. Coming out of the shower and you're more damp than you were in the shower. It's amazing.
It's called a rail.
I've heard people say that.
Mhm.
Randy Ray at Dabblecon, who's providing security for Karl, the high pitch Eric world order or the Jeff the drunk world order?
Interesting.
Good
I
question.
got the right side. I can't protect them from the left. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure the boys will show up. Close-ups of John makes Shuli fantasize about kissing him. What is Frog's email? I have to send him something.
Yeah, right.
Uncle Rico Show Pod at gmail.com.
That's
Joey
awesome.
C is next on the Dumb at 55 tour.
Thank
Dumbass
you.
tour.
Oh, dumbass tour. Okay, got it. How wonderful! After years of spitting venom and lies, his tongue rots off. Wouldn't hurt my feelings. In his own words, couldn't happen to a better guy.
Interesting.
That
Great
is
point.
that is an interesting thought right there because
It
it's very toxic. The words that come out of his mouth and his thoughts and feelings, everything's very toxic with him. He likes to talk about the Dabbleverse is toxic when really it's just him, maybe Kevin Brennan and Chad Zubak, who are really the people who are spewing all the toxic bullshit. Like the rest of us are just having fun. And I can see his tongue rotting out from that. It's
Yeah,
Big on
sure
the
it's
karma,
possible.
right? So
Big
Yeah,
on the karma.
it's true.
Listen, if his tongue rots off from cancer, I will go to church the rest of my. I believe whatever temple,
You're gonna go to church.
mosque, whatever God you want me to buy
Yeah.
into that made this possible, I'm there praying to it.
but he's not going to stop broadcasting. Loans of Chad.
Dude, most of us won't even realize he's lost his tongue.
I know. Ma, is my tongue down there? Deadbeat shirt, Dabblecon 2, Daddy Poop. I love his autograph underneath the deadbeat. Oh, that's fucking
I love
great.
Great.
That's great. Hey, the Johnsons are fake. Let's go.
Hello, Josh and Kim Johnson. Hello.
This Josh and Kim Johnson, they're horseshit.
They are. Hi, Joey C. They're big
Thank
fans, Joey. Noga Be Good Stick. Stuttering John got colon cancer from eating too much Fundalo. Shuli, order some hyper realistic masks of John's face and hand them out. He comes to visit. The video of John, 6 John screaming, "Stop hitting yourself." Hey, Yaku. Whenever Shuli's backpack, thank you for 10 months. Whenever shit hits the fan with the dummy, we will get the best body cam video of all time. Are you fucking with me? Hi, Karl. Just do it.
Just do it. Shuli's backpack.
Let's do it.
And nipple flicka. Black tongue means poor oral hygiene and abundance of bacteria.
Ooh, then even black. Black would be better, I think.
That's right.
It's like that gray Roquefort cheese looking. It looks like mold. It's like mildew.
It's brutal. It's brutal. I'm looking on my list here. I had the new Mystery Woman, which we talked about that. The lawsuits we talked about. Anything on your list, Karl?
I just looked up Black Tongue, and of course, there's a metal band.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Black Tongue.
Fuck yeah.
Boy, Lady K, I'm coming to you next.
Black Tongue from Chewing the Shit.
Yeah, that's true. He is always chewing the shit.
You guys are geniuses. You really are. If he has 20K, I know someone that will sleep with him.
Give me the 20K. I know someone for $20 that'll sleep with him.
There you go. It's not going to be you in a wig, is it, Joe?
No.
That person
I got a perfect one outside here in the neighborhood. Yeah, we'll find it for $20.
All right.
I love when Joey sees camera freezes because I think you guys are playing a drop over there.
I know. I know.
We've done many of those.
Yeah, we have, my friend.
Let's get naked, oil up, get in a ring, and touch each other dick to dick until one of us come.
Yeah, I think we've covered it all. We'll be doing Rico tonight. Joey, let's start with you. What do you want to plug, my friend? Go ahead.
Well, Catalan TV, Monday through Friday. My morning guy Kai Brancaccio and his lovely wife Miss Honeybee does a great morning show, 7:30. Walk and talk stream tonight, probably around 8. I don't know. I usually like to do it either before Shuli comes on with Uncle Rico or after. So I got to see. I don't know what time Shuli's coming on. I'll decide what time. Alpha Shot Lounge, really taking bear with the new panel we got. That's my wife's show and Spider show. We got that. And like I said, always BTSN for life. And Karl, those two guys have been great to me, and I can't say nothing bad. Those guys, I love those guys, man. Mike was my teacher once, and I just love all the guys at TSN and Karl and everybody over there. So thank you.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey.
Beautiful. Mikey, Morseverse and the Shuli
Morseverse,
Network,
of course, which is getting bigger and bigger by the day, and of course, Dabblecon, August 16th and 17th and 18th.
BSShowLive.com, CarlsonComedy.com, WATPLive.com. Get your tickets, any one of those sites. Knock yourself out. Get in there.
I'll say this real quick about Dabblecon 2 coming up. We've done a bunch of live shows now, and we've done ones where, obviously I was down there with Melton. I've done them with Drew Lane in Detroit, did it with Dick in Philadelphia, and doing it with TSN in Rochester. And to the person, nobody regrets going to these shows. No. It is such a fun time hanging out with everyone, doing the shows live. It's a totally different vibe. And doing the live event, you will not regret it. I know there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know anyone else in my life who cares about the Dabbleverse. Yeah. Come down great. Anyway. You will make new friends. Right.
You'll have
Everyone's
hundreds of
hanging
people
out.
who do.
Yeah. And it's easy to start a conversation. You guys are all coming from the same place. Yeah. You know all the ins and outs of this. So I definitely recommend you guys come down and check out, get the weekend pass, WATPlive.com. You can find it there. But hang out with us in August.
Karl's not wrong.
Open mic if you got open mic, because I did it in Vegas. Dr. Steve put me up first on the list for open mic.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a cruel son of a bitch. That Dr. Steve.
Real quick, it did remind me, the first Dabblecon of, and I'm sure this is going to be even better in this regard. Back in the heyday of the Stern days, if you heard somebody, you'd be in a shopping center or something, somebody say Baba Booey, all of a sudden you go, you start a conversation with the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I get him. I know what he likes.
Listen, I know a guy who went to the first Dabblecon. Listen to this. Had his clothes pissed on. Okay. Guy's coming back this Dabblecon. That's how much fun.
He's going to get a different roommate this time around, I'm pretty sure.
And we're letting him perform. So it's really been a 180. But I mean, fuck, if somebody pissed on my clothes, I'd go, I'm never coming back here again. That's how much fun you have at Dabblecon. So definitely join us. It's going to be a great time. A lot of friends will be there. You guys will be there. It ain't weird when we're all there. Thoughts on Stuttering John trying to get on Norton's show? He's not allowed in the building. He's not allowed in Sirius.
So that's I'm glad that you brought that up, because when John on his show, someone said that Norton was talking shit about him. John's like, there's no way. And John decides to invite himself on Jim and Sam.
Right.
And He's never going to be on Jim and Sam's show, obviously.
No.
If he was, that would be fascinating. I mean, I think that would be the most compelling radio they've done in years.
If they send him, they can do Zoom guests. If they send him a Zoom link, for the love of God, send me and Karl a Zoom link.
Right. Well,
please.
yeah, please, Jim, help me out. But I'm curious though. Do you know for a fact he's not allowed in the building?
Yeah, he fucking sued them. He's on the list. He's on the list.
Is he on the list for sure?
100%. 100%. Yeah, he's on
I was
the
going to
list.
say the people on the list, as far as I know, are Bob Levy, Anthony Cumia, and maybe Greg Opie Hughes. I'm not sure about Opie. Yeah,
that I don't know, but I know John's on it. I know Maud Levy is on it, and definitely Cumia's on it. Yeah,
because Cumia actually went on Jim and Sam a few times until they got wiser. They're like, "Wait, who's in the building?"
yeah.
Can't let that happen ever again.
Yeah, they're busy over there. Piece of fucking garbage.
Fuck yeah! Go on now.
Thank you.
I absolutely love the fact that John did that on his show just to prove that he's not that close to friends with Jim.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact that he would invite himself on his show, on their show, and it's not going to happen. It's embarrassing, John.
Our one saving grace, Sam is in the Dabbleverse. Sam watches. He's on top of everything. He may know this is an opportunity that they should definitely not pass up. And send him the Zoom link.
It would be great. It would be great, but you know what that would do? That would bring Sam and Jim into the Dabbleverse.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Hey, Rico, tonight at 7. Thank you, everybody. Hit
whoa. I don't get to do my plugs? What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Joey C's got 18 shows he's promoting. I can't promote one thing I do?
All right, real quick. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Aside from Point DabblePoint, which is what everyone knows me from, I do this show called Who Are These Podcasts, and if you go to whoarethese.com, you can find all of our shows. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. We put out an audio podcast twice a week. It drops every Thursday and Sunday, but you can watch us do it live. You sign up for our Patreon or for our YouTube page. I send out the link to everybody on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you can sit and watch us do the show, Who Are These Podcasts. Whoarethese.com, please.
Surfer Jim. Howard Stern also sued SXM, but he hasn't been in the building for 4 years, Jim. 4 years. He's never walking in that building again.
He's also their highest paid employee.
Yeah. They kind of need him. They kind of need him right now. So
the CEO over there makes $30,000 a year because of Howard's salary.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for all the support. Thank you for super chatting, donating, or just being fucking awesome in here. We'll see you guys later. Subscribe, support everybody. We'll see you at Rico tonight at 7. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.